In this video, we're going to be looking at how to set up your Google Classroom account if you're a teacher. Google Classroom is an app that's offered for educators if you have an educator account. You can't get to this app if you just have a personal Google account. If you're not sure whether you have an educator account, talk to your technology facilitator or principal, and they should be able to tell you. So the first thing you're going to need to do is log into Google Classroom. It'll look similar to mine, but I already have classes in there. I have 4 different classes, so it'll show up like this for each class. Let's start with how you add a class. Click on the plus sign to add a class. It's also where your students will click to join a class. You have the option to either join a class or create a class. We're going to click on create a class. And then this pops up. We need to name our class, so type in the name of the class that you want your students to see, and then hit create. It might take a little while to populate, but eventually this screen will pop up. My class name is Test Class since I'm testing this out with you guys. You can also change the class theme, but I'm not really going to go through that right now. I'm going to show you how your students can join your class and then how you can create an assignment. So you'll notice if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see the words class code. That's the code your students will need when they join your class. So what they'll do is they'll hit the plus sign and it'll ask them for a code. That's the code that you need to tell them. Once they type that in, they'll automatically be put into your class. There's nothing else you have to do. Now let's go into how to create an assignment. Click on the assignment link to start creating your first assignment. You'll notice that this box pops up once you hit the assignment button. Type in the name of the assignment. For this one, I'm going to have it test assignment. You'll notice that it has a due date too. If you don't want it due the next day, you can change that as well. You can also add a time if you want to be that specific, but I normally don't add a time. I'm going to go through a couple of the features on here that can give you some power to link up documents. This first one is attach a file from your computer. It looks just like any other attachment file where, if you're trying to attach a file from your email or anything like that, it's the same feature. The one I use a lot, though, is this one, where you attach a document from Google Drive. Most of my documents I like to put into Google Drive because I can access them from anywhere. So I'm going to be showing you how to do that in just a minute. The other 2 buttons are actually for YouTube to post up a video, and then the other one's for a link. So when you hit the button for Google Drive, it'll pop up to your drive. I'm going to double click on my test assignment and it'll automatically add it. The next thing I'm going to change, you'll notice there's a drop down menu where you see students can view file, and I always change this to where it will make a copy for each student. This means that they can type directly into the document and it's theirs. No other student can see their work. So if you do that, that's the best way for them to turn this assignment in, and you can grade it through Google Classroom as well. Once you have that done, there's a drop-down menu where you'll see 1 class listed. You can check off the classes you would like to give this assignment to. So if you need all your classes to have the same assignment, you can check them off here, and you don't have to create each assignment individually. Once you have all this information done, double check all your information, and then hit the assign button. Once you've assigned it, it's difficult to go back in and edit your assignment. So now we have this, our assignment's in there. It shows you how many students have done the assignment and also how many are not done. Since I don't have any students in this test class, that's why you see 0 and 0. But let's say we want to go in and see what the students have done. If we click on the actual assignment, it will take us to this page. And this is where you'll actually be able to see the assignments that the students have done. You can click on each assignment for the student, look at their work, grade it, and then when you're done, you can hit return and it will give the paper back to the student. Once they turn in this paper, they don't have edit privileges anymore. So they can still view the file, but they can't change anything about it. Now, they can unsubmit, but it also shows up on your computer whether they unsubmit it or not. That's how you can check to see if students have turned in work and then taken it back and turned it in. The other neat part is once you have these graded and returned, you can hit the download button and download it as a spreadsheet so that all your grades can be put in a spreadsheet. So you can have a hard copy of your grades. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and thank you for watching.